Whoever takes a bite of these won't believe they came out of your oven. Stick with me and I'll reveal the real secret to becoming a true rib master in your own kitchen. Today we're gonna be making baby back barbecue ribs in the oven. I know everybody thinks that they need a smoker, a grill, but I promise you, these ribs are fall off the bone, they're gonna melt in your mouth, and they might just be the best ribs you ever tasted. That's enough said, let's get straight to it. First thing you wanna do is remove the silver skin. This stuff does not render down and it will be chewy if not removed. After that, we're gonna slice 1 lemon and use it to tenderize the ribs. The lemon's acidity will help break down the protein fibers and the connective tissues, making them tender. So squeeze the lemon over the ribs and rub it in real good. All right, so now we're gonna go in with a binder. All the binder does is it just allows the seasonings that we're gonna put on it to stick. Simple, you probably got mustard in your refrigerator, so we'll just use some mustard. You won't be able to taste it. It's like I said, it's just gonna help it stick. So we'll go in with that, we'll rub it down. We'll flip it over. The slightly sticky texture of the mustard is going to help the dry rub stick to the meat while cooking it in the oven without changing the flavor of the ribs. Now we're going to season with Lawry seasoning. Place the ribs meat side down and season that side first. This is important. I'll tell you why in a second. I season one way and back the other. Then on top of the Lawry seasoning, we're going to use the barbecue rub. This is my favorite rub for pork because of the beautiful color it gives it. You can use any rub you like though. Keep the seasoning a little high above the ribs for an even spread, and yes, you're gonna make a mess, but that's okay. We started meat side down because the meat side is the presentation side. If we were to start it the other way, we would have probably rubbed the seasoning off when we flipped it. All right, now that we got the ribs all seasoned up, we're gonna put the ribs in a foil pan. We're gonna put them fatty side down. So right now I got them fatty side up. I'm gonna flip them upside down, lay them in the pan. All right, so now we're gonna wrap this up tight like a present. We wanna get some aluminum foil. And we wanna put the dull side towards the meat. Wrap this thing up real tight. Preheat your oven to 300 degrees. And we're gonna pop them in for 2.5 hours. Pop these in for 2.5 hours. Remember the shiny sides up, dull side down to let these things slow cook. Fall off the bone. So after 2.5 hours, here's a little sneak peek. The ribs already have a nice color on them, which is what we want. Look at these. The bones are sticking out and that fat has rendered beautifully, cooking the ribs inside their own juices. There's a big debate about whether to keep the fat or to toss it. Let me know in the comments, are you team keep the fat or throw it out? Personally, I love keeping it and using it for cooking, but my wife thinks otherwise. Let me know. All right, here's the fun part, and I'm about to show you the key to this whole process in cooking ribs in the oven. You can use any barbecue sauce you want. I love Franklin's barbecue sauce, it just hits different. We're once again gonna start meat side down. Use a brush or even your finger if you don't have one, just get every little crevice with the sauce. Be very careful when you flip these because they might just fall apart on you. Once you surgically flip them, do the same for the meaty side. Brush them with sauce, get every little spot you can. The key to amazing ribs in the oven is popping them back in on broil. It will take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. You just have to keep an eye on them so they don't burn. Once the sauce becomes tacky and they get a little char on the edges, they're ready to pull out. These ribs are a game changer. Pull them things out and marvel in the fact that you just mastered ribs in your own oven. If we pick these up right now, they'd literally fall apart. I'm gonna do a pull test on camera just to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I can't even pick them up, they're so tender. Look how that bone just falls out like it was never supposed to be in there. There's absolutely no resistance whatsoever in the pull, and as you can see, the meat just falls off the bone. That should be illegal. The meat is so juicy and it's tacky and sticky on top. If that ain't tender, I don't know what is, because these are tender as all get out. If you've been with me to the end and enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing for more how-to videos. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.